Good morning, fifth grade. I almost said afternoon. Good morning, fifth grade. Online learners, welcome to Mr. Monzo's class. November 20th, 2020, where we are having a hard time staying in our seats today. That was a nice save, though. Nice save. Okay, so today's quiz day, and after the quiz, you have a video to watch, and it's never a very long video. It's just kind of like a review of what we've already learned. But if you want to, you can Google this topic and find lots of videos, including ones that are an hour long. If you're really into this topic, some of you might be. Okay, so just a quick review from our books. We are on page C52 to begin with, and we talk about faults and how they are cracks in the Earth's crust where movement takes place, and we talk about the Richter scale, named after Mr. Richter, obviously. He he worked with a seismograph to measure waves. Uh, Earthquakes 7 out of 10 are pretty destructive. 8, 9 are very destructive. 9, you're going to have buildings fall over that were built to withstand an earthquake, but there's only so much they can take. And I don't really know of any that have reached 10. Then we get into our fault boundaries, diverging, converging, and sliding. We also talk about the epicenter and the focus of an earthquake. And on the next page, we talk a little bit more about the epicenter, and there's a map. Then volcanoes. This is really, really a neat picture, guys. If you go online, there's some really neat videos. There's some really neat videos to watch with volcanoes erupting. A beauty of nature, also very destructive. 2,000 degrees Fahrenheit, 5 or 6 times more than what you would have in your kitchen to cook any type of food. So beautiful, but not somewhere you want to be when they're erupting. And the Ring of Fire, which is mostly in the ocean. Okay. Continue to sit still, especially if my computer's on your desk. Thank you. And we have some volunteers that want to read their journal entry that might help you with your quiz. And first up, we're going to ask Amelia Leitner, because she's always ready, is what she told me. And Amelia, please speak up nice and loud as you read to our online learners.
Alrighty then.
A little bit louder.
Can I read Tuesdays?
She's going to read Tuesdays. Go ahead, Amelia.
Okay. Today I'm going to talk about earthquakes. Earthquakes are cracks in the earth, and when they separate, it shakes the ground. That's what creates the shaking illusion. Earthquakes are pretty cool in my opinion, but they can be very dangerous. Thank you.
Very good job, Amelia. Very polite, very nice, talking about the dangers of earthquakes. There's movies been made about them. There's science and research about them. Very dangerous, along with their aftershocks. But the good news is they don't happen that often, especially where we live in Pennsylvania. Next up is Ben McGuff, brother of Aiden McGuff, who I sometimes confuse them each other with. Go ahead there, Ben.
Today I have wrote about volcanoes. A volcano is like a vent through Earth's crust. Earth's crust is 37 miles thick. There are 7 major tectonic plates, and cinder cone is the most common type of volcano.
All right, and a very good job by Ben McGuff, and he put that in his own words, which is very important, guys. We talked about plagiarism. Who could tell me what plagiarism is? Amelia. Okay. Luke, what were you going to say? Okay, when you take somebody else's work and word for word, you've written more than one sentence, maybe even a paragraph or a few pages, and it's exactly the same. That's not going to happen. Okay? And if it does, you have to give credit to the author of that website or that article. Okay? You can say, I found this, and you have to put in quotation marks, and then you have to say where you got it from. So anytime you're doing a summary, don't cut and paste. Plagiarism. And you can't just put quotes around an entire 10-sentence summary and say, I'm quoting this. We want to know your flavor of what it's about in your own words, not the author's. If we want that, we just read the website. Please remember that going forward as you continue throughout your educational career. That will become more important as you approach middle school, high school, and especially college. Everybody have a nice weekend. The holiday is coming. There will be no quiz next week because there's only 3 days, but there will be a quiz the following week. Okay? All right, online learners, have a nice day.